My name is Melvin Issac. I'm a professional artist, a certified BRIC arts medium producer. I'm a member of the Fulton Art Fair and associate with the Dorsey Art Gallery. Today is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day. Yesterday was Juneteenth Day, and it was a beautiful day. So what I want to do today is talk about my art. All the art that I want to show you is African Central art, is our heritage, things that happened to us before we start to migrate throughout this country. So it's from our journey from slavery to the White House. So let us begin first with the king. So I'm going to take you over here where I had did a picture of the king. So this picture right here is starting off with everybody's a king. Our ancestors already taught us that we are kings, and this is what we are. So I did a painting of a king painting and all the fashion. So now we're going to start off with the beginning of our journey, our ancestors. So when it first started, we started right here, this picture right here, and it's showing you how we was forced from our country to this country right here. So we was forced, and you could see it right there, that we was forced to get here. And once we got here, before we got here, we was taken on to the slave ship, the Mayflower. And then we was put down below, and a lot of us didn't make it, and they threw us overboard. But this is the beginning. This is the history. So from there, once we came to the first landing post, we started here. And this what happened. This is the slave for sale. And we was, at that time, we was thought of as property. That's all they looked at us, to buy and sell. So once they bought us as property, they divided us up into the cotton field. So we was either on the cotton field or we was in the house. So it was either one they bought us. And in the cotton field, we had overseas, which is one of us on a horse. And they gave him a house, but he was looking over us. And they still have that going on now. So after that, we had Nat Turner syndrome. Nat Turner, the people got frustrated. I mean, they was terrified about what was being done to us. They took away our language, they took away our culture, they took away everything and made us slaves. So Nat Turner, he rebelled it in a massacre in Virginia. So he rebelled it, massacre in Virginia, and after he did that, all the plantation leaders were looking for him, and they eventually captured him. And from there, Willie Lynch came about. Willie Lynch is the master of slaves. So he told all the slave owners, come here to Virginia on the James River. And what he did, he gave them instructions of how to control us. And one of the instructions was he had a woman, one of our women, and they ripped the baby out of her stomach. And everybody was standing around, and they told them that we got so much fear in you that you would never do anything to us. I don't care what y'all do, but you would never go against us ever again. And this gonna last for over 300, 400 years, which is still now. So he divided us because of that. You got blacks, light-skinned blacks fighting over dark-skinned black. You got this was happening, that's what happened. So that's what he did. And that's why we are going through all of this situation right now. But although this is seems pretty, horrifying, but this is our history. This is exactly what we go through. And not only that, look at what happened. We have it in us. They planted the seed in us because we are kings and queens and rulers, and that seed was always there. And look what happened when it blossomed. From slavery to the White House. Had a black man up there, was the president twice, Obama. Then you got the next vice president. So, and she's a woman. So we have that going on, and plus other stuff. So we moving up, and we'll get there, but we recognize that who we really are, and they know it too. They know it too. One of the things that we got to bear in mind that how they work is that when we had that insurrection at the White House, and you've seen how that went down with the last president, I call him the crazy man, Donald Trump. And when that happened, he was out to kill everyone. And the Republicans are so scared of him, the GOP party, is that when it was come to get rid of him, they was afraid. They still afraid. And he ain't the president. But being that we know all of that, I always say you got to cut off the head of a snake. And that's when everything will fall. You can't let that snake keep wandering around and doing all these crazy stuff. But that's where it's at. So, okay, so that was the history here. And the rest of it is the stuff that I've been doing before, which is our leaders that we had in the past. So these are past leaders. And here was the last couple ones, which is the when we had the pandemic hit us, right here. Okay, so when the pandemic hit us last year, we didn't know what was happening. I didn't know what was happening. I know you didn't know what was happening either, but when it hit us, the government had to come on TV to tell us that you can't even come out no more until we get this under control. So it was all locked down. What I have here is Corona teaching the class about what he or she is doing to us, killing us. So here you have the governor. He's telling everybody to stay inside. Only the essential workers can come out. And I'm showing you that the corona's chasing this one guy, and then you got a lot of people that was in the old folks home, and they was dying, they was killing them. And then you got the nurses, which was our heroes, because the nurses saved us, because they had to go to work, but they saved us. Now you got 4 people right here looking at the corona while he's teaching about what he's doing. And what I did, I put this and the writing in hieroglyphics, which is the green, the one that has the tied arm starting from the green person. They have, it says, God help us all. And that's in hieroglyphics. So we have to change our language up because, you know, we don't want everybody to know what we're talking about at time, but that's what it goes for. God help us all. And it's amazing. So this one right here is when, at that time, they was taking the ones that was dying, and when they put them in the hospital, they were coming out in boxes. And I seen that on the news a lot. They was just coming out on boxes, and it was so devastating. It was so messed up. But that what was going on last year, and this is my whole art show that I wanted to present to you, the world. These things have to be told and seen basically all the time. It's shocking. It's right there in your face. It's about your history, your ancestors, our people, how we started or how they started out and led up to where we at right now. It's devastating, but it's real. So that's the bad part about it. It's devastating and it's real, and this is what we got to go through. So that's it right there, the effects of our history. And they don't teach this in schools. They do not teach this in school at all. So I want to make that clear. They do not teach this stuff in school. You won't find this in school because this is a teaching lesson to let everybody know that this is our ancestor, cultural heritage ancestor base type of art that you would never see in the classroom. And they won't teach it in the classroom because it's about what they did to us. So this got to continue being here to put the seed in a lot of young people. And once the seed is there, it's planted, all you got to do is start watering. It might materialize 10 years from now or 5 years, whatever. But they need this type of education. So my name is Melvin Issac. I'm a certified community producer for BRIC Arts Medium. I'm a professional artist. I'm a member of the Fulton Art Fair, and I'm associated with the Dorsey Art Gallery. Thank you very much for listening to it.